Hello and welcome to the channel. I've wanted to build an airplane for a really long time, and after a few years of scheming, I've come up with a fairly concrete plan. I've decided to try and build a replica of the SE-5A. The SE-5A was a British fighter from the late part of World War I. It was known for being very stable, predictable, and good for inexperienced pilots. Those are great qualities for a replica because most planes of the time were very difficult to fly and pretty unpredictable. There's also a lot of information available on the SE-5A and some really excellent plans from Replicraft that take a lot of guesswork out of the equation. There are a few changes that I'll need to make, the biggest being the engine. My budget is really small and original engines are really expensive and hard to find, so I'll need to find something else to use. I'm years away from needing an engine, so this could change, but I'm currently leaning towards an auto engine conversion. I would really like to be able to carry a passenger, so another change that I'd like to make is adding a second seat. The SE-5A was a fighter, so all planes from the factory were single-seaters, of course, but after the war a few were converted to be used as trainers. They were all done a little bit differently, and some were a lot nicer than others. My favorite is this one from Canada. Adding a passenger right here only moves the CG by 2 to 3 inches, so the only big problem is fuel. The passenger space cuts into the fuel tank a little bit, so there is a range decrease unless you add a second tank somewhere else. This conversion gets around that problem by adding a second tank in the center section like a tiger moth. I really like this conversion, so I'd like to try and copy it. The last big change that I need to make is switching from spruce to Douglas fir. The SE-5A was mostly made from spruce, although there was a little bit of white ash used. Spruce is a very slow-growing tree, and it's getting very hard to find and really expensive these days. Douglas fir, however, is a cheap substitute that's starting to become pretty common. There is a small weight increase, but it's worth it because it's really easy on the wallet. My goal for now is to tackle the fuselage first. I want to be able to sit in something vaguely airplane shaped as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.